After a day of intense speculation, Julia Gillard has confirmed Australian families will be slugged with a tax hike. The Prime Minister announced this morning the Medicare levy will increase to fund the National Disability Insurance Scheme. Let's go straight to Nine's Kerry Axley in Canberra. Morning, Kerry. Firstly, how much is the levy expected to raise for the government coffers?
Well, Amelia, it's expected to raise over $3 billion each year, and that money will then go into a fund that the government says will only be used for disability care. Now, Julia Gillard is yet to convince all the states to sign up to the National Disability Insurance Scheme, and as a sweetener today, the PM announced that some of the fund's money will go to the states to cover their start-up costs. Now, $3 billion a year, it sounds like a lot, but it's nowhere near enough to meet the full cost of the Disability Insurance Scheme. The PM says more savings will need to be found. Now, the levy increase will start in July next year, and the PM will take it to the election, asking all Australians to step up and support it.
For an Australian who is on an average income of, say, $70,000 a year, that they would be asked to contribute around $1 a day in extra Medicare levy to create disability care, to get the peace of mind that will come with knowing that there are support services for them or their families if they ever confront a disability.
Now, over the past day, there's been some speculation that the government is planning to tighten the disability support pension to help pay for the NDIS, but to the relief of over a million families, the government ruled that out this morning, Amelia.
Kerry, this announcement was expected. What's been the reaction so far?
Well, the opposition supports the NDIS, but this morning Shadow Treasurer Joe Hockey indicated that they don't support a levy to pay for it. He says that more taxes will hinder economic growth at the moment. Have a listen to Joe Hockey.
It increases the size of government and it reduces the amount of money that is in people's pockets so that they can invest and buy goods and stimulate the economy. So now is not the time to hit the economy with another tax.
And some disability advocates are now calling on the opposition to say how they'd intend to pay for it, but most are thrilled with the government's announcement. Have a listen to Stella Young speaking on the Today Show this morning.
It really sends a clear message that it's about all Australians. It's not just about those of us living with disabilities now. It's about people who might experience disability in the future.
And Julia Gillard has conceded that the government's finances are in a grave situation going into the budget, hence the levy to pay for the NDIS. And then there's the $12 billion budget black hole that the government needs to plug. But despite that, there are reports this morning that the government is planning a multi-million-dollar advertising campaign to be paid for by taxpayers. And it's understood, Amelia, that the campaign will sell the government's key reforms in the lead up to the election.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, does it? Kerry, thank you for that.